So you wanna be a rock superstar and live large, big house, 5 cars, you're in charge. All right, we got that out of the way. All right, boys. You know what time it is, Big Daddy. Buckle up. All right, if you're new here, we're going to have some fun, okay? Today we've got the Influencer Epidemic. Everybody's doing it, and anybody can do it. Just talk about whatever you want. It makes sense. I just think it's funny. I'm in the space. I'm a little bit different. I'll explain that in a minute. Let's let the guy in the 7-piece suit here, let's set this video off right here, okay? This guy says it perfect.
What the #1 position Gen Z wants in the world right now? Fucking influencer. That word is gonna die. 12 to 24 months, you will not hear that word anymore. It's gonna die. It's gone. Why? Because we went from celebrity influencer to macro influencer to micro influencer to nano influencer. Everybody's a fucking influencer. If everybody's an influencer, guess what? No one is. You make money one of two ways. What is it? Doing what others won't or doing what others can't. That's your model.
Okay, so dude had an excellent point. And I think it's even funnier that he's on TikTok talking about it. That's the funniest part. He's doing it. But he's got an excellent point. So you're probably wondering yourself, well, what are you doing here? Well, I'm a little bit different, okay? I'm a comedian. I say that because comedy's subjective. You might not find me funny. That's fine. I really don't care for you either. But the difference with me is I actually go on stage and tell jokes, and I have this natural gift about me, okay? I didn't ask for these powers. But that's like the difference between me and somebody who's just wants to be famous. And I get it, though. I totally fucking understand it. If you're able to make money making videos or posting pictures, for the love of God, do it. In this economy, but this guy, if you're new here, I like to read some of your comments from previous videos. This dude goes, do they offer classes in college how to become a YouTube content creator? If they don't, they should. Funniest part is they do. All of these old film schools and stuff of that nature, now they do podcast classes, content, social media marketing. But the main one is like the podcaster or be an influencer classes. It's a real fucking thing. But this dude's got an excellent point, but I want you to pay attention to what he says, because this is where it's going to get kind of deep here.
My sign to drop out of school. I'm done. There's no way TikTok is paying this much money. It's actually insane. So this is TikTok's new creator program, and it's replacing the old creator fund, but I'm telling you, it's so much better. This is definitely like the best side hustle now. TikTok is the best social media app for influencers. So in order to get paid for these videos, you have to post videos that are over a minute long, and you also have to have them watching for at least over 5 seconds for it to be considered a qualified view. So I'm getting paid around $1.50 every 1,000 views, and if you do the math, I've had a couple million views in the past 3 days, and all my videos have been over a minute long, so those are the views that I get. So knowing this, I think a lot of people are gonna come to TikTok, and I think you should too. If you're not posting, bro, just post whatever you like to talk about. Just freaking start recording and start posting it.
Have you ever wondered?
Pay attention to what he just said. Just post, okay? And I think it's one thing if you know in your you have something, right? Like people in your life have told you this. Just post whatever you want. I think that's the funniest part, because anybody can make a 30-second clip. Anybody can make a minute video. So I think the guy in the beginning in the 10-piece suit had an excellent point, because most people can pull this off. But keeping somebody's attention for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, now that's something not everyone can do. Because I'm going to paint it to you this way, right? You could have 1 million followers on TikTok, and me with my measly 18K, which I'm so stoked on. Thank you guys. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'll make as much or more than you. Maybe not with 1 million followers, but I'll probably make more than you. Because I put out, your 21-minute videos, I'll put that out in one go. And I use your 20-minute, 1-minute videos, which I don't need to, but it's fun. It's entertaining. I like doing it. Will I do it forever? Probably not. I'll eventually do something different. But yeah, watch this, because this is kind of like post anything. Anything goes, right here. This is beautiful.
Wondered what it's actually like being an influencer.
4.1 million followers. Oh, she must be fucking groundbreaking, right?
If so, here's a day in my life. I woke up at like 9 to these little monsters needing some snuggles. Got everyone breakfast, did some laundry, and started writing my video script for today. Here's a little sneak peek. Then I ordered.
What is she writing video scripts for? 1 minute, 2 minute videos? This should be fun. So I did a little digging on her thing, and it looks like she does mostly skits, and she likes wearing wigs. That's fun. People like that. Wigging out a little bit. I'm into it. Let's see what she's writing a script for here. I want you to really think about this for one moment. All right, just think about it.
Hey, do you want to have a sleepover tonight? Yeah, just let me see if my mom can drive me to your house. You need something, hun? Yeah, 1 second. Okay. I was actually thinking we could stay at your house this time. No. Well, why not? Because I'm embarrassed of where I live and I have to share a room with my little sister. No reason. I just like getting out of the house sometimes. Plus, you have an Xbox.
So anyways, that's what I cut that off way early because, dude, it just kept going on. And just because I don't get it doesn't mean that 4.1 million people don't understand it. I think I might be the minority here. But just to go to show you, like, anyone can really fucking do it. I mean, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm, like, missing the mark here. But, like, I will say one thing, though, especially on the short form stuff, you're going to get hate comments. But, like, Instagram and TikTok, boy, these people are ruthless, dude. Like, I barely post to Instagram, but I posted the other day. And just look at some of these messages you get. This guy goes, "You look like you're consistently thinking about ripping a massive fart." It's like, what? I said, yeah, in your mother's mouth. This guy goes, "You look like Satan." I was like, yeah, you probably like men, and that's fine. Gay is good. But, like, I can only imagine how many comments you get on, because Instagram is fucking ruthless. Like, you'll get some hate comments on YouTube, but usually if somebody's willing to watch a 10, 15-minute, 20-minute video, they usually end up, they generally like it. Like, and if they do leave a hate comment and they watch a 15-minute video, I'm like, hey, man, you have all the right to do that. You spent 15 minutes in this motherfucker, like, all good. But this is kind of like, what do you think somebody with 1 million followers on TikTok makes? Like, let's dig deep here.
Just give me the life of an influencer. Please give me the life of Dixie D'Amelio because she clearly doesn't fucking like it.
Let's just get straight to the point. How much does an influencer with 900,000 followers actually make? Now,
Oh, God. If you're new here, I really hate the septum rings. Just close your eyes and the hairdo, too. I mean, kind of got to admire it a little bit.
what blew me up originally was my come to work with me when I was a dancer vlogs and doing how much I made in a night. So let's just go back to the roots. And don't get me wrong, I used to be one of those people that was like, oh my God, if I had this many followers, everything would be set. I could take care of my family. I could take care of myself. But clearly I haven't had a goddamn wedding yet. So y'all know that I don't be having the bag like that. Now I will say suddenly having almost 1 million followers and having a video that blew up with like 30 million views, the money I saw from TikTok total in 3 years, I've made like $1,389.
$1,300. Dude, if you have 1 million fucking followers on YouTube from long form videos, you're in the 1%. You're in the 10 percentile of income earners. Put it that way.
Which comes out to like 400 something a year. Now tell me, is that enough to live on? No. Oh, but what about brand deals? Yeah, I've done some sponsorships and some brand deals, and I'm very, very thankful and very appreciative for those. But again, the total in a year is like maybe $3,000 to $4,000 like per year. Again.
So like a solid side hustle, just to paint you a perspective. Like I have 18,000 followers, but like I said in the beginning, I'm a different breed. Like I know what my value is. I'm actually building an audience. Like I'm looking at this for the long term, not for the vanity metrics of 1 million followers, because that doesn't do shit. If you have 1 million followers, if I'm making more money than you, I'm making a full-time living with 18,000 followers, you're fucking up. Honestly. That's all I'm going to say, because like to the regular person, you look at that and you're like, that person's making more money than this person, when in fact they're not. Because it's not how that works. Anyways, but this is kind of like something to prove a point that anyone can do it. This person left a couple of nasty comments. You go, you, sir, have very little respect. Please grow up while there's still time. I go, okay. They go, if you get to 20,000 subs, I'd be surprised. I go, well, I won't be surprised because I'm watching people that I have no idea what they're even doing, and they have 1 million followers. So, but this is like another thing too, where when people go down this route and they want to be an influencer or TikTok famous, right? This is usually the advice they take. Which I think is just terrible advice.
Got to 200 views. Well, you've only made 25 videos. So make 3 videos a day for the next 90 days, which will be 270 videos, then come back to me because it'll be a whole completely different story. The marketplace, the algorithm favors those people that are working hard and that are pressing out content and pressing out consistent, valuable content for your audience. If you're posting random...
I always get questions, so get ready.
Just post 3 videos a day for the rest of your life. That's sustainable. It's like quality over quantity. I mean, eventually, it's like history is going to repeat itself. You know, back in the 90s, everybody and their uncle's cousin wanted to be an actor, right? Or a comedian. One of those two. Or a rock star. But the truth is you had to be really fucking good. Now, we're in this special era where you don't even have to be good. You could just look cute, right? You don't even have to look cute. You could be mediocre and you can make it, which is awesome. Do it. Fuck it. Why not? But like the guy in the beginning with the suit and the tie, fucking Ricky Aioli, Slick Rick, it's gonna hit a wall. It's gonna get back to the point where you're actually gonna have to be good. Anyways, let's see how this girl became an influencer and signed to an agency via TikTok. It's classic.
With me while I tell you how I became a content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it. I started making videos 2 years ago while I was working at Gap, and I wanted to make a spam account so I just started posting on this account every day, all day long. I don't remember exactly what I was posting in the beginning. I just know I was kind of posting every trend I saw. And I just kept doing trends and using like trending audios. And then I just kept gaining followers as I kept posting. But I was still in high school and I didn't want people from my school to see it, so I was like blocking everyone I knew. Eventually you just have
There you go. She doesn't even know what she was posting. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's where we're at with this. So it's awesome. I love it. It's rich and it's a good time.
to get to a point where you don't care about people seeing it anymore. I've gotten some rude comments from girls I went to high school with, but you kind of just have to brush it off. As I started gaining followers, small businesses would reach out to me on Instagram for giftings, and then eventually I started charging for videos. In the beginning, I was charging like $100 for a video. I'm pretty sure it was around 400,000 followers where I ended up signing with a management, and now they kind of negotiate all of my brand deals for me.
I mean, it does pay to look good. Let's be real. She's a cute girl, right? Makes sense. But it's just funny that you signed to a management company and you don't even know why you're here. Like, she couldn't even explain, I don't know what I was posting. I was just posting. I post anything. So I think that's kind of like, that's all going to kind of go away. So just think about that if you are trying to be, you know, an influencer. Like, come into it with a bit of a game plan.
Me. Then over the last 2 years, I've just continued to consistently post every single day. And now we're at 1.1 million. Okay, I'm all done with my makeup.
But yeah, like she said, though, you are going to have to brush off the hate comments. This guy goes, on Instagram, it's the worst. Forget it. This guy goes, 0 out of 10 jokes. And I said, you flexing in the mirror is just pathetic. Wait till you see his profile picture. Oh, that's awesome. Good for him, though. Fitness is important. But I'll fuck you up. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Now, it looks like this guy made almost $11,000 in 1 month. Posting what? I have no fucking idea. They don't even know. But it is very enticing. And this would make a lot of sense to why everybody's trying to do this. So let's hear him out.
Should I make posting TikToks? This is my second video on this. I posted one a while ago. People went crazy because they were like, what the fuck? How's that possible? I make quite a bit. And that's not for me to flex. It's for me to try and help somebody else to sign up as well. Because I saw a video a little while ago of someone saying, you got to start doing this so you can make bread. And that's why I'm doing it now. And if I hadn't seen his video, then I wouldn't be signed up. So I'm returning the favor, you could say. It's very inconsistent. It's all depending on how many views you get. As you can see, sometimes I might make 150 a day.
He goes, it's very inconsistent. Which is it's kind of, it's funny because 11,000, you're like, damn, But a little insider behind the scenes, this right here, this RPM, that means he got 59 cents per 1,000 views. So to make $11,000, that means you'd have to get millions upon millions upon millions of views, which is honestly unsustainable. Okay? It just is. Unless you're like the best, or you're actually great at something. So to paint you a picture, I have 18,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I get like $7 to $8 per 1,000 views. So I can make this much with way less viewership. But I am also making long videos, so it's a difference. I make like 20-minute, 25-minute videos. You're still here. We're probably like 10 minutes into this motherfucker. And I appreciate you being here, brother. Get on in here. Okay? I'm having a great time. I hope you are too.
I've made up to 1,000 a day before. It really just depends. On that day where it hit 1,000, it's because I had 2 videos both get 1 million views in one day. TikTok pays you based on views, so if your videos are firing, you're going to make a lot of money. By the way, this is only for videos over 1 minute long. So if you make content and it's over 1 minute long already, maybe you make like story videos or...
Yeah, so to paint you a little more perspective on that, like, I'm all for it, man. Get the fucking money. Get it while it's hot. But, you know, for the girl who said she had a 1 million followers, and she's not making a full-time living, like, that's pathetic. Like, if you can't make a fucking living, like, dude, if you own a taco stand and you get 1,000 customers a week, you're fucking chilling. You know what I mean? So if you got 1 million followers and you're not able to sell nothing, you ain't able to sell nothing, anything, you fucking up. So think about that if you're gonna hop into this game. Because I agree with the guy in the beginning of the story, in the beginning of the video, Slick Rick. Excellent point, man. It's definitely getting to a point where, like, few people who do this are actually going to end up making a career or a real living for themselves. And I'm not trying to discourage you from it. Go ahead and fucking do it. But, you know, if you're planning on doing this for the rest of your life and you don't even actually know what your actual shtick is, or what you really, like, who are you? Like, what are you good at? Good fucking luck. Anyways, this is me, because I've been doing this shit for years for free. Going on stage, making every sort of video imaginable. Skits, podcasts, you name it. I've done it. Vlogs. But all of those had to do with me being funny. So I always knew what I'm coming in the game with. This guy goes, you built your audience and now you will just boom. I've been watching YouTube for years, and you know when someone will stay around, and you're definitely going to be big. Keep killing it, bro. Yeah. And he's got a point, because I've been doing it for free forever. So if you're willing to stick around for free for years on end, you'll be just fine in the long run. You'll make it fucking work. This guy goes, the topics aren't the show. You're the show. We can relate to you, and it's like getting to hang out. That's the thing. A lot of people, they make a finance channel, or a car channel, or a real estate channel. So they're making it more about the topic versus just themselves. And it's hard to do. I'm going to paint it to you this way. So a lot of these influencers, they start young. We're going to end the video here. They start young. So let's use like Logan Paul and Jake Paul, right? Okay, they blew up when they were young, 17, 18. They didn't have jobs. They don't have real life experience. They got a young audience. You know, I'm not catering to 12-year-olds, okay? My shit's rated R. My people are like well over the age of 25. We're talking up to 70-year-old men here. And I love all you guys. Having a great time. But, you know, the Logan Paul and the Jake Paul thing, once they hit a certain age, 22, 23, they're losing that audience, because now they actually have to say something worthwhile. And if you're not funny, or you're not a musician, or you're actually not like talented, you got to do something. So what does every influencer do when they get a little big and they have nothing to sell? What do, guys? They start rapping, or they start boxing. It's classic. Okay? And no shade to them. Get your money. But when it's like a visual thing, or like anybody's a rapper, it's kind of like eventually you're going to have to sell something. You're going to have to do something more than just influence. Whatever the fuck that means, And just to make a point, think about it. Like that Fat Boy guy, the Supreme Patty guy. Lord knows what happened to that Boonk guy. That dude was fucking nuts. If you don't know who any of those guys are, it's no surprise to me that you don't know who they are. I'm just tapped into the community. So if you are going down this route, think about the long term, okay? I know what I'm up to. I'm going to be selling tickets, okay? So if I lose ad revenue, I'm good because I'm in this for the long run. So anyways, and why is ETC? Like, this guy supports everything. This guy comments all the time. And it's like it is about building that community. But, like, what else can you provide for them? Because people don't stick around forever, like, and if they do, then you're really doing something. Anyway, shout out to all the Patreon members. I appreciate you guys supporting me, my shenanigans. And, yeah, if you leave your thoughts, anyways, God, good time. Hopefully this recorded. This is like my third time filming this. Anyways, take a hit. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Good talk.